Hello and good morning, maybe good afternoon, who knows? Bienvenidos a Magec Yoga. Today we are going to be getting strong on our foundation, which is our legs, which is our kind of our roots, right? So if we were thinking about being trees, our legs are roots. So we want to get those roots strong so that way we can grow steady. So let's start today. Just kind of like, let's get to it, right? Let's kind of connect with our breath just for a second and let's go for it. Let's go into a child's pose. Toes in, knees out. You bring your forehead down into the ground. Let the chest fall forward. And then let everything out. Take a big inhale. Keep inhaling. And open the mouth, release. One more. Squeeze a little bit more air. And then open, let it go. Just seal the lips. Inhale through the nose. Out of the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. We start warming up with our Ujjayi pranayama. This is that breath that is going to guide every movement. And this is going to get us strong and heated, fired up. Your next inhale, push forward into a tabletop box shape with the body. And then you're going to go some circles. I want you to kind of notice how your body feels here. Maybe you wiggle side to side, doing some circles with your waist, with your chest. Maybe you bring the shoulder blades in to touch and then separate them. Maybe you just wiggle and then look back towards one foot and then look into the other side. It always feels really nice into the spine, especially if you just woke up or if you've been sitting down all day. Keep breathing, moving forward and back. And then we're gonna bring that right knee and we're gonna make big circles with your right knee. That way we're warming up those hips as we're gonna be using those legs. Maybe 3 circles go in one direction and then 3 circles go in the opposite direction. One more circle. Then you're gonna extend on your inhale that right leg. You're gonna windmill that right leg all the way to the left, and you're just gonna slide it all the way back so that way you get like a glute stretch into that left hip. Maybe you can even drop slightly the left hip towards the side, feeling a little bit more. Take another inhale. Exhaling it out. And then next inhale, you're gonna push forward, bring the right leg all the way to the side. So you're extending the right leg to the side. And then you're just bringing your hips all the way back into a funky child's pose. Maybe you bring the heel into the ground and then you press the heel down and then you bring the toes towards your face. Flexing the toes, really feeling the inner thigh. Next inhale, you're gonna shift forward again. You're gonna press into that right foot. You're gonna tuck in the left toes and then you're gonna just bring the hips high. You're kind of like in a wild leg forward fold, but it's slightly funky here. You're just kind of feeling that stretch into the back of the legs. Relax the neck, the face, release through it all. And then inhale, moving back into your tabletop. Exhaling it out to neutral, okay? Let's do a couple more circles, maybe some cat-cows, inhaling, and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. We're gonna make circles with that left hip now. We're gonna bring that left knee into the side. We're just gonna make some big circles with that left knee. Don't forget to breathe through here. And now we're going the opposite direction. One more circle. Extending that left leg, inhale. And then exhale, windmill that left leg all the way towards the right. Slide all the way back, so that way you can stretch through that right hip this time. I kind of have the wall right there, so I really can't stretch too much. I feel like next time I'm going back to the park to film. A little bit more space. And then inhale, push forward. Bring that left leg all the way to the side. Then you're gonna slide your hips all the way back into that funky child's pose. I like to bring the toes up and flex the toes, so that way I feel more of that stretch into the inner thigh. I like to press slightly the heel down, so that way you're getting kind of like an active stretch here. Next inhale, shift forward. And then tuck in those right toes, press the hips high. Exhale, you're in like that wild leg forward fold, stretching through the back of the legs. Maybe you wiggle the hips side to side. It's a lot of movement here. Kind of feel yourself, you know? It doesn't have to look like anything. You're just creating mobility in your body, stretching your body. Okay, going back into your tabletop. Taking a big inhale, and then exhale, bring your hips high. And first downward dog of your day. Paddle the feet, really press the heels down, bringing those triceps towards the back of the room, relax the neck, engage the quads, and on your inhale, look forward and step all the way to the top of the mat. This is your exhale, your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it all go. Press into the feet, go all the way up to standing. Inhale. And then exhale, take a side stretch. We're just gonna take one Sun A just to kind of warm up the body. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, other side. Inhale, going back to center. Exhale, cactus the elbows, open through the chest. The inhale, you bring your arms high. And then exhale, you slightly bend the knees and you're gonna fold forward, down. Once you fold, that's whenever you can straighten up those legs, straightening up those legs. I don't know, sometimes I don't know English. And let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, playing your hands, step back. Let's take one vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, thread your heart forward. You have your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into your tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, we're gonna get strong legs, strong foundation. So that's what we're trying to work on. Being those trees and getting those roots to be strong, so that way we can keep growing. This is what's gonna keep us stable in our practice. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, right foot goes in between your hands. Okay. On your inhale, you're gonna squeeze your inner thighs. You're gonna squeeze those glutes. You're gonna press that right hip back. You're gonna bring your torso and your hands up for your high crescent. Breathe here. This is just a high lunge. So you're just in a high lunge right here. Getting strong. Growing those roots into the ground. Growing upwards. We got it. Another inhale. And then exhale, open arm twist. Stay here. Really engage through the inner thighs. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. Another inhale. And another exhale. Going strong, going back to your high crescent. Inhale. I know you should be a little bit shaky. I am. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands back. You're gonna hover above the front thigh. You're in your lightning bolt. Make sure that you're not dropping the weight into your front thigh, that you're strong holding on, and then you're facing the palms down into the ground, so that way you wake up those triceps. I know, Pili, shut up. I get it. You should be shaking, that leg is shaking for me. Inhale, going back into your high crescent. And then exhale, you're gonna cactus the arm, tap the back knee. You're gonna be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what did I get into? Inhale, back to your high crescent. And then exhale, you're gonna shift forward into a warrior three. Or maybe you bring the hands down and you bring your body down into a standing split, so that way you can feel the stretch. If you have a block, you can always bring a block in front of you, so that way you create a little bit more space. I'm choosing to stretch, because holy cow. Okay. Take another inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. You got it. Okay, now the worst part of the practice for me is chair pose. I really don't like chair pose, but I'm trying to lose attachment towards it. And I know that the more I do it, the more I'm gonna grow into the pose, and the more I'm gonna, don't mind it as much. So inhale, lower the bend the knees, lower the hips, bring your arms up. Squeeze the legs. Okay, the way you're gonna wake up the legs is like if you asymmetrically pull the legs apart, like if you were trying to rip the mat apart. Let's take 3 breaths here. Just smile. Maybe if I smile, I feel better about this. 1 more, you got it. And then exhale, fold over the legs, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, playing your hands, step back. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, thread your heart. Exhale, fold. Okay, inhale, press into a child's pose. Exhale, let it go. Bring your forehead down. Let's take 1 more breath and we go into the other leg. Inhale, shift forward. Tucking the toes. We got it, we got another leg, we gotta do it. Exhale, downward dog. Paddle the feet. And just notice how that right leg, right glute, right thigh, how does it feel? Probably more alive. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, you step it through. Okay, squeeze, whoosh. Inhale, lift up. We're here for 3 breaths, getting comfortable in the pose. I'm thinking, oh my God. But yeah, we hold it in the other side that much, so we have to hold it this much in this side, right? I try sometimes, I feel like sometimes I go faster in this side, but maybe if I don't talk, maybe it gets better, Okay, you got it. Take another inhale, and then exhale, open arm twist. Hold here. Ooh, it's okay. Embrace those wobbles. Those are just the wind trying to make you more steady, more strong, right? Just remember, strong roots, steady growth. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, lightning bolt. Again, don't drop all your weight into that front leg. You're still hovering, you're still holding, you're strong into those inner thighs as well. Press into that left heel, you got it. Palms facing down. 1 inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. I know my leg is burning too. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Tap, 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 tap. Oh my God, inhale up. Okay, exhale, we're moving into that standing splits because I need to stretch that left leg. Oh my goodness. Maybe you bring that block. If you don't have a block, you probably have books. You can even grab pillows and stack them on top of each other. Maybe a box. You have a wood box maybe to hold your remotes, I don't know. And then exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Okay, sorry, last chair. We're gonna hold it for 5 breaths. We got these, right? Remember to wake up those legs by asymmetrically push them apart. It's like you're trying to rip the mat in half. Inhale, bend those knees. Hips go low. Arms go high. Maybe you take a little dance here. But concentrate on that breath. That breath is what's connecting your roots to your branches. That breath fires up the whole body. And now that we're just not growing muscles here, we're growing resilience as well. How do we deal with this situation of being like, holy cow, my legs are shaking? Because this is more than 5 breaths. I'm sorry, 2 more breaths. One more. Exhale, let it go. Shake it all up. You got it, you did it. That was it. Thank you, humans, my yogis. Okay, so we're gonna stretch. Just do a couple of poses before we get off the mat, because I don't wanna get you off the mat. We'll fire up like this. Okay, maybe grab a block, maybe grab a box, maybe grab whatever you have around that has a little bit of length to bring the floor up. We're gonna stretch the hip. So you're gonna bring the right ankle over the left thigh into a figure 4. Now you're gonna bring that right hip out. You're just like, ha. And then you're gonna bring the block towards the left and you're gonna fold. And then you're gonna keep pressing that right hip up. Take 3 breaths here. I know it's a little bit awkward and uncomfortable, but it really stretches that hip. One more. Okay, really slowly come up. And let it go. Shake it out. Other leg. I'll grab my block with me so that way I have it to bring it down. Left ankle over the right thigh. Hip out. Block to the right. And fold. Probably a little. Oh, I'm trying over here. But hey, you know, as long as you feel the sensation and it feels good, having the mobility and being able to do this until you're like 75 and maybe hopefully until you're 90, which is pretty cool, right? One more breath. Okay, let's let go. And shake it out. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring a booty down. Bring the right sole, the foot inside of the left leg. Extend, get long, proud. Exhale, fold. It's your seated tree. Nothing to change or shift here. And just remember, strong roots, steady growth. Maybe that's your mantra for today, for the week. Maybe you write it down somewhere. And you remember about creating a strong foundation. It will give you stability during those shaky times. Inhale, start going up. We switch the legs. Get long. Esbelta, you know, like, oh, I'm good. And then, Try not to hold into anything. Let the jaw drop. Let the ears get heavy. Take 2 more breaths. And again, it doesn't matter how you look when you're doing yoga. All that matters is how you feel while you're doing yoga. And sometimes it's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you feel defeated. Because sometimes it can be really hard. But we're not just growing muscles here. We're growing resilience, knowing that we're getting strength in the inside too. And I'll promise all this mobility and strengthening will pay off in the long run. Coming back up. I go into a seated meditation pose, get comfy. And let's just take a couple cleansing breaths. Taking a big inhale. Opening the mouth. One more inhale. Let it all out. Thank you so much for showing up to your mat today. And hey, you did these. Holding those crescents wasn't easy. You might feel a little bit of sensation, agujetas, how you say that in English now? Soreness. Sometimes maybe on your legs tomorrow, but that means that I'm gonna be in your memories and you're gonna remember me, and I love that. So have a beautiful rest of your day.